Hey guys. Wow, all of a sudden I got super nervous. I am going to wait a little bit until everyone hops on. But while we wait, I just wanted to kind of tell you a little bit about who I am and the things that I'm trying to do to keep food on my kids' table, but also things that you guys can do at home to make yourselves feel a little bit better when we're all stuck in quarantine. It can be really scary being at home, trapped at home with your kids all day, because that's definitely not something that I'm good at. I love my kids very much, but gotta have a margarita to make myself feel better sometimes. So again, I'm kind of letting some people catch on. I can see we've got a couple of more people on there, but my name is Sarah. I own Tribe Salon, FTW. I started it about a year ago. I have a salon filled with the most amazing stylists on the planet, truthfully. And I don't say that, just because some of them might be watching. I say it because I truly am blessed to have every single one of them in my salon. And so with all this happening, as a salon owner, I'm scared because, I have the potential to lose my salon. I don't think that'll happen, but also I look at each one of them and how they're suffering at home. Also, if they're not working, they're not bringing in money. This is such a scary time for everybody, but I'm staying positive. We are going to get through this. All of us are. Thank you to all of the healthcare workers, grocery store employees. I know I see quite a few people. I have a friend who works at HEB, and man, that sounds utterly terrifying. I have a lot of friends that work at Home Depot right now, and it's just a really, really scary time. So thank you for all of what you guys are doing and facing this. I've loved seeing all of our community come together also to help support local businesses. I think that's absolutely amazing because that's what we do. That's what we do. So thank you. Okay, now I think I've got enough people to get started. So I wanted to do this live video to kind of show people how to properly shampoo and condition your hair, but also how to use dry shampoo and how to do kind of a quick style for when you don't want to shampoo your hair. And this is perfect because you can see my hair is nice and greasy. But let's face it, we're not out in public very much. So right now, obviously you better not stay home, but we still want to look good. Just more so for our own confidence. So I'm going to go through like my kind of routine that I do. If you have any questions, love you, Mom. Thanks, Nicole. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask, and I will try really hard to answer that. If you have questions on what shampoo and conditioner is right for your hair, what dry shampoo would you use, really any kind of hair questions, ask away. I am here for you. In the meantime, I'm going to kind of show you what my routine is. So what I like to usually do is use a detox shampoo, much like you would wash your face. You wash your face with a exfoliant, a cleanser, then you go through and you put a moisturizer on. Those are all really important things for your face, as well as your scalp and your hair. Really, the skin on your scalp is the same as the skin on your face. It's just we got hair that covers it. So it's even more important that we make sure and use an exfoliant to really get through, hi Cheryl, to really get through all of the, hey Tom, all of the oil buildup. Because if you don't, then your pores could get clogged, and that actually promotes hair loss. When your pores are clogged, your hair really can't grow through it. So sometimes you can get hair loss from not really properly cleansing all the products and all of that oil buildup on. Laura, as far as how often you should wash, I'm like you. I usually do it honestly, I try to do it once a week, which some people are like, ew, that's gross. But for me, I have 2 kids that are running around. I do not have time to shampoo every day. I wish I did, but I don't. So that's why I became a pro at dry shampoo. Because dry shampoo is definitely, hi Dad, gosh. Dry shampoo is definitely a lifesaver for me. Also, some of these styles that I use to kind of prolong my style is really, really important too. So I would say if you can go at least every other day, at least, that's good. But if you can go longer, because actually the natural oils from your scalp are actually really healthy for your hair. That's why longer hair tends to feel a lot more dry. It's because it's not moisturized enough. Yes, you can add those moisturizers and those masks in, but you definitely want to make sure that some of those natural oils, that's the most healthiest thing for your hair. So the longer you can go, the better. Even with dry shampoo, you can still go through and like it's getting rid of the excess oil, not all the oil. So it's just going to extend the time in between. Yes, it is okay to just shampoo once a week. Okay, so what I like to use is I use the Deep Clean from 11, or I use the Maxi Wash from Kevin Murphy. Both of these are really gentle cleansers that kind of get rid of all of the excess oil that's on your scalp, all the products, because really shampoos, especially if you're using a high-end shampoo, you really should use that detox, because the regular washes, especially high-end, are not going to be strong enough to really get rid of and break through the amount of oil if you work out, if you use a lot of products, hairspray. Think about all the things that are on your hair every day that a normal shampoo really isn't powerful enough to get rid of it. So that's why I like the Deep Clean. I really like the Maxi Wash also. The Maxi Wash is a really pretty, it's a green bottle. It smells amazing. So I like to use that also. And what I'll do is I shampoo, think about when you're shampooing, you shampoo your scalp. You're going to condition your ends. So with shampoo, oh, thanks, Casey. With your shampoo, you want to make sure that you're really focusing really on the scalp. You don't really need shampoo on your ends, because when you're shampooing it out, that's going to kind of run through your ends. Your ends don't get oily. Your ends stay pretty dry. So you don't have to waste all of that shampoo on your ends, especially if you're using high end. I mean, think about how much you're spending on that shampoo and that conditioner. You don't want to go through and waste that money literally down the drain by just using shampoo on your ends. So Detox or Maxi, both of those are regular shampoos. They'll suds up really, really good. So what I do is I put it on my hand. Now you really shouldn't be using a whole lot either. So when you're, Cheryl, that's a good question. She has scalp psoriasis. Both of those are really, really gentle. So it will not hurt your scalp. If you tend to have a little bit more of a sensitive scalp, or if you have any kind of scalp issues, it's not going to hurt it. I promise. It doesn't have like any of those beads in there or anything like that. Oh, Teresa, thanks. I actually got these earrings at Summertime Statements. Follow them on Facebook. I'll put the link in the comments. They're amazing and very affordable. I got dressed for you guys. The shampoo is really lightweight. It's not going to bother you. It's not going to make you break out. It's not going to make your scalp break out at all. So again, for my length of hair, now my length is about right through here. It's pretty thick. So usually what I like to do for a thicker hair is you're going to use probably about that much. So that's a little bit bigger than a quarter size amount. You do not need to use any more than that. If you use any more shampoo than this right here on thick, long hair, then you are wasting product. Because, and Jana, with bleached hair or highlighted hair, it's the same thing. You don't need to use too much. If you use too much, you're literally just washing all of that down the drain. So, you want to use about a little bit of bigger than a quarter size amount. Mix it on your hand really, really good. Go through, and I usually start back through here, just because that's kind of the part that I feel like gets missed really easy. So I start back through here. I come to the front. I always make sure to scrub in circles around my hairline really good, because think about when you're washing your face, you're not really going into your hairline. So does this part ever really truly get scrubbed? So make sure when you're in the shower that you're scrubbing that spot. Make sure that you're actually cleaning behind your ears really good, because that's something that I think as adults we forget. I think as kids, you know, you're in the shower with your kids and you're like, ooh, I got to scrub between your ears. But for us, do we ever really remember to do that? So make sure that you scrub behind your ears really, really good. And the detox is a really good one because that place gets a lot of oil buildup in there as well. So dad, manly scalps are the same as women's scalps, just slightly thicker. So I would do the same thing. I would, especially if you're using a lot of product. If your hair's shorter, you don't necessarily, I think, need to use shampoo like twice. But I do think that you still need to detox your scalp just like you would your face. So short hair, long hair, man, woman, both doesn't matter. So I like to use this first, Deep Clean or Maxi Wash, Gentle Detox Shampoo. Again, you're going to shampoo, you're going to use about a quarter size amount. Shampoo really good. You don't need to get on your ends because your ends don't really get oily or have a lot of product buildup. So you don't really need to use a whole lot on your ends. So after you've rinsed that out, if your hair's really, really dirty, like you just ran a marathon and like it's super oily and super gross, hey Jess, I would definitely detox twice. For me, I usually, because I do shampoo about once a week, so Laura, I would do probably two of those, of the detox shampoos, because I feel like, that really gets rid of all of the oil and the product. So I definitely think, doing that twice for really oily or people who like product junkies that like a lot of product, definitely need to do that, twice. So after that, personally, I like to use the balancing wash. I like to use the balancing wash because I feel like, so my hair gets really oily in the summer. In the winter, especially a colder winter, my hair gets really, really dry. My scalp gets really dry. My hair gets really dry. So I need a shampoo that I can kind of use year round. Every now and then I kind of switch it up, but I always end up back to my love balancing wash. What balancing wash does and why it's so special is it actually balances out the pH of your scalp. So if you have problems with like oily hair or you have problems with dry hair, it doesn't matter because the balancing wash will literally balance that out. So it's not going to be super heavy. It's going to be super lightweight. So I think for me, after I do the detox shampoo and conditioner, I think the balancing wash is my favorite. Just again, it's a year-round awesome product. It smells good. It smells fresh. It's amazing. So, and that is also Kevin Murphy. After I do my detox wash twice, if I have really oily hair, which I do, so I'll use that. Then I go through and I use my balancing wash. And really what that does is the detox goes through, breaks up all the oils and product off your hair. The regular shampoo, whichever you choose, for me it's the balancing, actually goes through and actually cleanses. So it gets all of that off and actually cleanses your hair. Instead of just breaking up all the oil in the product, this shampoo actually goes through and pulls out and cleans it. So that's why it's really important that if you do use a detox that you have to go through and shampoo after, just to make sure you get all of that out. So my favorite conditioner is the Angel Rinse. I love the Angel Rinse because it smells amazing. It's specifically meant for fine hair. I have really thick, really fine hair. So the Angel Rinse really helps me to condition my hair, give it a little bit of strength because fine hair typically needs a lot more strength than coarse hair. It breaks a lot easier, especially if it's color treated. It's been just through a lot more. So the Angel Rinse is my favorite for that. So I just go through when you're conditioning. It's different than when you're shampooing. When you're shampooing, you're focusing mainly on your scalp. When you're conditioning, you're focusing on your ends. You do not need to put your daily conditioner on your scalp. All that's doing is causing more oil buildup, more oily hair. So you really, really don't need, yes, Casey, this would be a really good one for you. You really don't need to have any of the regular conditioner on your scalp, because really it's not doing very much for it. That's the shampoo is which actually is going through and nourishing your scalp. So what I would do is, yeah, Sarah, I remember you have really thick, fine hair too. And yes, detox shampoo is okay for microbead extensions, any kind of extensions, especially the Kevin Murphy and the 11, because those lines are sulfate free, paraben free, silicone free. All Kevin Murphy is safe to use on extensions. But again, the angel rinse, when you're conditioning your hair, what I usually do is I literally, from my ears down, that's what I condition. I don't condition anything else. So I literally will just go through, pull it on my ends. It's a regular daily conditioner, so I would still probably go through and leave it on for a little bit. It doesn't say to leave it on longer, but for me, I'm like, I'll leave it on while I'm shaving my legs, washing my body. And then just rinse it out all the way. So, let's see. Young Again Mom is great for your hair. So Young Again is a really great shampoo for long hair. It's not for like old hair. It's for long hair, because this hair has been on your hair longer, or on your head longer than up here. So it's old hair, not gray hair. So Young Again is a great line for you, Mom. You've got really long hair, so it's awesome. It's strengthening and moisturizing all at the same time. So I'm going to do a quick recap of your daily shampoo, conditioner. Detox twice. If you have really dirty hair, if not, you can do it once. Use your regular shampoo, use your conditioner. Again, with conditioner, you're only going to use probably about a dime size. You don't need to use a whole lot. Even if you have really, really thick hair, you do not need to use a ton of conditioner. Because again, you're literally just letting that wash right down the drain if you use too much. Your hair can only absorb so much. So, how do you guys feel about shampoo and conditioner? Can I move on to dry conditioners now? If you guys have any questions, I can definitely answer. So, just to save some time, I'm going to go ahead and move on. But if you have a question, ask it. I got you. So, for me, my two favorite dry shampoos is the Kevin Murphy Fresh Hair. Love Fresh Hair. It smells kind of like vanilla to me. I love it. It smells awesome. It's really, really lightweight on your hair. It's not really heavy. It's great because it adds a little bit of volume too, but it really doesn't leave your hair feeling really overly textured. So I love the Fresh Hair Kevin Murphy dry shampoo. We also have the 11 dry shampoo, which is called Give Me Clean Hair, which is amazing. It smells really awesome and really fresh also. So this one's a really good one for you to use. Both of these are really amazing. Kevin Murphy and 11 are kind of like sister lines, so they complement each other really well. Out of the two of these, personally, I really love the Kevin Murphy one better because I like the way it smells better. But both of them are amazing, so you really can't go wrong with either one. Some tricks and tips for, let me take a drink of my margarita real quick. Some tips and tricks that I like to share with dry shampoo is, one of the things you just don't do is you don't just go through and spray it right on your root. That's really not going to help. What you can try doing is actually using, if you know you're going to have to use dry shampoo the next day, spray it at night. Spray it on your hair before you go to bed, and that kind of helps it gives the dry shampoo a little bit more time to work and absorb some of those oils. So I think that that's a really awesome idea to do, especially if you know you're going to use it. If you don't, fear not. It's okay. It'll still work awesome in the morning. What you'll do is when you actually go through to spray it, I'll do one side with Give Me Clean Hair by 11, and I'll do the other side with our Kevin Murphy. And I'll give you some feedback on it later to see which one absorbed faster. But what you're going to do when you spray dry shampoo is you're not going to spray it directly on the scalp. Definitely don't put it on the scalp, because I feel like if you put it directly on the scalp, it's really not helping your hair. You're getting the oil off your scalp, but you're not getting it off the hair. So, yes, Angela, that's a good point, and I'll come back to that. You're jumping ahead. So what I do is I go through and you'll lift the hair up, and you're actually going to spray it right here. You're not going to spray it right on the root. You're going to spray it kind of like right in through this area here. because that's where it's the oiliest. You're going to go through around your part, and then you'll break it up and you'll kind of spray in through this area. Again, kind of like right through here, not on your scalp. So that all helps. Honestly, when it comes to like the very back, like by your nape back here, don't worry about spraying it. No one else will know it's dirty except for you. Don't waste the product. So, just do it on your part and like kind of right around your hairline. That's all you really need to do. When you do it, you're going to shake it really good no matter which one you use. So I'm going to use the Fresh Hair first, and this is Kevin Murphy. You're going to shake it really, really well. So what you do is, again, you're going to lift your hair up. You're going to section it just with your finger. And spray it from underneath. And you see how I'm kind of taking sections? Oh, see? I need to shake it again. That's what happens when you don't shake it. But if that does happen, it's okay because you can literally go through and like brush it through. So you don't have to worry about it like clumping up. In fact, one time I was in a hurry and it clumped up, and I had luckily one of my guests who understands the dry shampoo struggle. She saw me and she's like, "Ooh, honey, you've got some white spots. Dry shampoo, let me get you." And she like went through and kind of brushed it through my hair. So it's awesome to have good friends like that. Thanks, Taylor Howell. You know who you are. But if not, go through and just kind of, it'll come out when you brush it, so it won't matter. So now that I've kind of sprayed that, I'm going to go through, spray a little bit in the back here because it gets pretty gross back there, especially because this is like day 4. Okay, so I've sprayed that side. I'm going to let it sit a little bit. I'm going to let it sit for about like a minute or so. Sometimes I'll do my makeup while I'm letting it sit. I'll spray and then I'll just clip back my hair and let it sit. I almost knocked down my margarita. That would have been bad. So shake up. Now I'm going to use the clean hair. So again, I'm sectioning out my hair. I'm spraying. Notice I'm not spraying on the scalp. I'm spraying on the hair about an inch away. And I'm spraying from underneath, and that kind of helps just from to prevent like that white look. So yes, lavender oil on your scalp at night will definitely help with psoriasis, so that's really awesome. Okay, so now that I've let it sit, I probably haven't let it sit on long enough, but long enough for you guys to see. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through and just kind of like massage it in a little bit. Really kind of work it in, kind of like on your roots, on your scalp. Brush, like just kind of work it in. You can also take your blow dryer, like say you're working out and you don't have time to wash your hair before you have to go back to work. Look how much body I got. And you're working out, your scalp is super oily and wet. Blow dry your hair first, then go through and put the dry shampoo in. That will really help. That'll really help it absorb better. If your hair is wet, the dry shampoo isn't going to work. So I would definitely go through and blow dry that first. So now that I've got it worked in, I'm going to go through, kind of brush it in. And again, I would let it sit on a little bit longer, but just for the sake of not losing too many people, because I'm talking too long. Yeah. So, see, I kind of like how the Kevin Murphy one worked better than the Give Me Clean Hair. Afterwards, you can always go through. This part for me is always really stubborn, and especially now that it's highlighted, it really sticks out whenever it's super oily. So I do this before I style, but then I also go through, once I'm done curling, I also go through and kind of just do a little bit on top just to make sure I got it all. One thing that's really awesome that Kevin Murphy has that other lines, I feel like I haven't seen it. Some lines have it, but Kevin Murphy's is the best, is a dry conditioner. So Kevin Murphy's dry conditioner is really, really amazing because usually, you know, dry shampoo, we think about, oh, I got to get my roots looking good. But what about your ends? Your ends, when they're super dry and gross like mine are, you need to add a little something to it, especially if you're going through and you're curling it, you want something. So with the Kevin Murphy dry conditioner, it's the Young Again dry conditioner. Shake that up really good. Oh, it smells amazing. Spray it through your ends. And that really helps kind of like give you a little bit more like smoothness. Can you see how smooth my ends are? I mean, this is unstyled hair too, so forgive me, it's not very pretty. But it smells amazing. It's great for holding your style and extending that style a little bit longer. So the dry conditioner is really amazing and it smells awesome. Also, all these products are available to ship directly to you for a limited time during the coronavirus pandemic. So if you want to place an order, you just give us a call and your stylist can get that going. So I don't want to spend too much time trying to sell you on that. But so now I want to move on to giving like some cute little styles that you can do when you have really dirty hair. Now for me, like even though this is day 4 of no washing, for me, I would probably still rock it down and I would just add a little bit of curl to it. Which Allison did a really awesome how to curl your own hair tutorial yesterday, but I'll probably go through and do one how I do my hair, just because we all have different viewers and it's really awesome. I usually would probably rock this one more day without putting it up. So that's me because I'm crazy and I go like days without shampooing. So something fun that I like to do on my first few days of dirty hair is you can do this if you have a side part. If you want to do it on the side, you're more than welcome to. I'll do it to the side because most everything I've done so far has been down the middle. So if you're doing a side part, what you can do is take like this little section that you have like right here. You can see I've taken, it's just kind of a random front section. You don't have to go through and do anything super precise. In fact, the less precise, I think it looks better. So what I do is I'll twist it, pull some of this hair back so it can hide, but twist it and push it. You see how I kind of pushed it forward to add a little bit of volume to it. And then I'll go through and I'll just lay that hair right on top. So that's something that you can do that's really quick, really easy, just to get that kind of like greasiness kind of out of your face. Sorry, I don't know. I think we may have lost connection for a minute. So I'm going to wait for everyone to jump back on. Okay, so that's what you can do. You can also go through and twist on the other side. Go through, do this, twist it, push it forward. Kind of waiting for everyone to jump back on. Sorry, guys. So jump back on. Okay. So now I've twisted it. I pushed forward. You see how I twisted just those front pieces? I took a bobby pin and I just laid this hair over it, add some curls, and now you look good and it doesn't look like you, have dirty, crazy hair. So that's one style. The other style that I get most questions on is that top knot. So what I usually like to do for that is I will section out this top front part of my hair. I'm going to leave that out because I like to have a little bit of volume in my top knot. But what you can do is I usually go from the temples. See the temples right here? I usually go from the temples and I just pull my hair up, brush it out. Then I'm going to take one of these small little black bandits thingies. Tie that in a ponytail first. Okay? Then I'll go through. Thanks for coming back, guys. Sorry I lost connection for a bit. So I go through, I tease this little front part here. Then I take another pony and I pull that in also. And I just kind of like pull pieces out. I think it's prettier the messier it is, but that's just me. So I go through, you can either leave this ponytail down and wear it like a cute, I mean that's teased now, but wear it like really cute, like half up, half down kind of look. You've got some body through here. You can add like a cute, like little ribbon, like scarf thing, tie it around there and you'd look super cute. I do rock this every now and then with my hair half up, half down, but I get a lot of people who want to know how to do a cute top knot. So your hair's in a ponytail. I used a wet brush. We sell these at the salon. They're amazing. They're heat resistant, so they're not going to melt. And they don't hurt your hair when you're combing it. So it's great for little kids and girls or people with long hair. It's awesome. So I go through and I tease it. And then I just kind of do like this kind of twist thing until I feel like it looks okay. Remember when you're pinning your hair that you want to pin where your fingers are because that's what's holding it in place. That's a good trick so you don't have to put like 50 billion bobby pins in your hair. Just pin where your fingers are because that's literally how it's holding in place. So then I kind of like it like this. For me personally, I like to have a couple of like hair sticking out because I feel like it looks messier. So that's how you do that. I literally only used 2 bobby pins in that. 2. That's all I used, bobby pins. So that's something really easy for you to do at home. It looks super cute. It's really fashionable. If you want to make it bigger, you just go through and kind of like piece random parts. I like having the random pieces sticking out. That's my favorite. So I like to rock it. One product that I really love for dirty hair and dirty hairstyles is the Do-Over. Do-Over is a mixture of hairspray, dry shampoo, and volumizing powder. So that's literally all the things that I want in life. Except for to get back to work to take care of you guys. I want that desperately. But what you can do, this works really great on shorter hair too. So shorter hair, you may not have to tease it as much and it may be a little bit smaller, but what you can do is spray this in first before you tease it. Spray that in, then tease it, put it in a circle, put a couple bobbies in, and it works for short hair too. So just because you don't have long hair doesn't mean you can't rock a top knot. So after I'm done, this stuff smells divine. I love it. So I use that as my hairspray in here. And again, it gives me just a really nice, like kind of messy texture to it. I love it. But what I also do, because it does have a little bit of that dry shampoo to it, Emily, I miss you too. Yes, delivery is available for products. So, what you'll do is you'll just, email me, at tribesalonftw@gmail.com and tell me what products you like. And we'll get them delivered straight to your door for a $5 flat fee. No hands have to touch it except for the people who package it. Still disinfect it though. Because Erica, I know you have a medically complex child just like I do. So, but I love this because this product goes through and actually, it absorbs all the oils in your hair, but it also gives you a really awesome amount of volume, that you can go through, and all you have to do is like go through in your roots and kind of just like smoosh it in. It's really, really awesome. So I haven't even curled my hair today, and I feel like I could still rock out this look at work. So that's something, Cheryl, I think that would be really good for your hair, but only if you're heat styling it. If you're letting your hair air dry, This isn't really the one that I would use. I would actually use, where is that other product? On your hair, Cheryl, I think this one would be a really good one. And it's the I Want Body Texture Spray. That one would be really awesome because, and you can definitely use this one in this kind of look too. For me, it really just depends on the kind of day I'm looking to have, and how soon I have to wash it. Because I will say with this, I use so much of it that I definitely feel like that's on my like last 2 days, unless I plan on wearing my hair up. If I plan on wearing my hair up, I can use as much dry shampoo or the do-over as I want. The email address is tribesalonftw@gmail.com. And that's where you can put in your orders for if you want to order anything. Feel free to, I'll post the link in the comments too, if you missed it. So that's my kind of like quick go-to styles. When I wear my hair up, just like how you saw me do that top knot, I do the same thing with my hair. Of course, I would take the top knot out first, but just for time wise, I do the same thing with my hair normally that I would with the top knot. Is I put it in a ponytail first, then I go through and tease it. But just for like being quick, I go through, pulled too much out. I go through and do like just a really quick tease and then twist it and then put it up. And then add some more do-over. Oh, with do-over, remember, you pump it. You don't just hold it down and spray it, because when you hold it down, it's designed for you to kind of like do like quick bursts. So I would definitely recommend, I would take that out first because you see my part, but I would definitely recommend doing like short bursts. So that's my first live video. So, and I feel like crazy, but yeah, so if you have any questions over the products I used, please feel free to contact me. Let me know. If you want to order any of the products, I'll put my email in the comments so that way you can go through and you can email me what you'd like. We are doing direct shipping just for right now during the COVID-19 pandemic. And thank you again. Those are for you being able to order those. That's your way of supporting us and allowing me to still put food on my kids' table. So if there is food at the grocery stores. So thank you very much. I hope every single one of you stays healthy and enjoy the time with your family. Day drink as much as you need to, and have a great day. Thank you for tuning in. Let's see if I can